Hmm. 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 Oh, well, well, well. Oh, well. Ah, ah. Oh, my Lord. Oh, it was so hot today. I have to wipe myself with a towel. Ah, it's so hot today. My God. Oh, you know, I work with a Cape Verdean guy, and he was like, "Oh, look at you! Oh, people like me, we're darker. When it's hot, we're okay. We're used to it. But you, no, you're melting." I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like, I don't always say that to people, but I say it to you because I know your mind is right. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay. So the guy who spends like 40 hours a week talking to me, well, not all the time, but he knows my mind's right. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he's Cape Verdean. Actually, he's hilarious. He's a nice guy. Nice guy. Well, I'm noticing that every time I go live, I get at least a follow by somebody, which is a lot compared to before. I mean, I may have to do a bunch. Well, let's see. I'm 9 away from 200, right? And when I hit 200, I'll be 300 away from 500. So that just means I have to do about 309 more lives to get to 500. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, is it? Angela Dickey, 70. Hi, the Gaming Cave, 725. Hi, Angela Dickey, 736. Said hi. It said you say hi, and then it has to tell me you said hi. It's just hi, hey, ho, ho. Like I said, I'm almost to 200. I have 9 more follows before I get to 200, and then I'm only 300 from 500. Whoa! Then I could get monetized, and then you'll have to pay for my brilliance. Huh? Oh, imagine that. I know you can't imagine that. Why would I am a true wise man? Well, not in the ways of money, but I just sit on the corner and give out my wisdom like real wise men did. Yes, just like Confucius. He would just walk around and say confusing things, and people were like, "What?" And then there was the only way to know if you have the same problem as the others. What? He could please shout out my channel. The gaming cave dash 725. I'm giving you a shout out. The gaming cave, like you actually live in a cave? Oh, see, you left. Oh man. Oh. Did everyone leave? I gave a shout out and the guy left. What the heckin', McGuffin? Jeez, you try to do someone a solid, and then they put a solid shit right on you, huh? At least the solid shit's easier to clean than a wet one, right? Are you there? The gaming cave. Do you actually play games in a cave, or is that just your man cave? If you have a man cave, does that mean that people violate your other man cave? Just kidding. I guess I have a man cave too. I have stuff in the basement. It's an actual cave. There's actually there's really rocks holding up my house. It's like it was built in 1870. So yeah, it's an actual cave. Like, yeah, I'll probably find bones down there. I have. Shh, don't tell anybody. Not Bones McCoy. Star Trek reference. But yeah, dude, it was, so yeah, get me to 500 because I work really hard in the hot heat. And if it's going to take me 300 shows to get to 500, then it's going to be next year sometime. And I'm going to be even older. And then maybe I won't even want to monetize. Maybe then I'll just be like, fuck it. I'm just going to work 60 hours in the hot heat and live like a puddle. Live like a piddly puddle party. Oh, puddles peddle party pretty. Sometimes I stop in puddles of piddle for my dog. Oh. I hope there's not a big hold up on the highway like there was on the way to work. Did you see my drive to work? This is my drive home from work. It's called Driving the Internet Crazy, Luke's Mad Mind. Ah! Do you know what it's like to have a mad mind that won't shut up? You have to drown it out by watching things like some people consume entertainment. I use it as a distraction. Okay, yeah, that's why oftentimes I watch like the same sorts of things over and over again, because it's not like I can't sit there and I can't pay attention to new shows all the time. Because here's the other thing: if I like miss like a second, like I miss some dialogue or I miss like a little bit of foreshadowing or something, I get mad. Like not crazy mad, but I get angry mad. Like, damn it! Why do I have to watch every freaking second of this show and everything means something? And can we just have shows that are like not so compact with all of the symbolism? My goodness. Does everything have to mean something? You know, that just shows that those people are narcissistic that are writing. No. They did too many drafts. Oh man, that's some cold water. Wow. That's nice. That's very nice. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to burp in your face. In the ear holes. I'll burp in your a-hole if you want, but is that how you... It's like, that's forced farts. So help me get to 200 subscribers. Hit the like button. Watch the whole show. Watch this whole thing. I need my numbers up. I need numbers. Is there a numerology expert in the room? That's like my doctor. Is there a gemologist? What's up? Hey, Big W, how you doing? I'm driving home from work, trying to get my numbers up, you know? Like for I've actually had this this channel for a long time. If you look, there's some old videos. And but I didn't really do a whole lot with it. Yeah, like most people, especially 14, 15, 16 years ago, whenever it was, the only reason you got a YouTube account or profile at the time was so you could actually comment on videos. That was the only reason. What's happening? I'll check them out. Hey, thanks, man. I was in the jingle contest, which I was one of the finalists. Okay, I did the Radio Wizard song, which, you know, I listen to it now and it's like I could have done way better quality, but you know, I was trying to rush around and get it out there. And I also made an E-Rock song, which is like, because when they introduced the jingle contest back in the day, immediately, because they kept on calling I can't even remember his name. It was the guy, their program director or whatever. They called him the Radio Wizard. So, I mean, you know, obviously I'm like, oh, Radio Wizard doesn't know shit. Radio Wizard is such a stupid twit. I was like, yeah, I'm recording that. And I did. But I also, at the same time, I think I sent 3 things in. I sent, like, a Sam Roberts promo that was like trashing Sam. I made like I was doing the trolling thing to Sam Roberts back then, like the Dabbleverse trolling. I was one of the pests, but I hated Sam, and we all did. But I expressed it in a creative way, and he did not like that. I think I made an enemy of him pretty quickly. but I also made an E-Rock song, and I think the same thing. I made an Enemy of E-Rock that day when it was like it was to the MASH theme song because E-Rock used to wear a MASH shirt, and Jimmy would always go da 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 da, and I say, what was it? Eric is a dummy. Stole some pictures from Opie. He has a child's mentality. Can't go an hour without eating. I can't remember the rest, but it's just properly offensive. It was, fucking cut you with my words. Yeah, he didn't like it, but it was funny as shit. And they played it on the original show, but they didn't get the reference that it was because E-Rock wore a MASH shirt. I think it's because Jimmy was not in the room at the time. He was like, it was a Friday, I think, and he was off doing his, doing a comedy show. So anyway, but what I was getting at was when I did that E-Rock parody MASH song, it's like it opened up the floodgates, and everyone started sending in E-Rock songs. That's where E-Rock is a dinosaur, and like all these other things started coming. So it's like, I opened up the floodgates for people. I'm like Moses. I opened up the ocean and everybody poured in with E-Rock parody songs. It was amazing. I'm an inspiration. What can I say? If only I could be such an inspiration to myself. God damn it. But yeah, help me get to 200. I know Big W. He followed. Wait, where did you follow? You followed International Rangoon, or did you? Wait, no, you followed mine. That's right. Because all right, I put out a couple different clips. That's right. I said I kind of looked like you, just because the way that the camera angle was at that moment. It was like underneath me, and I had a hat on. Whatever. Actually, I wanted to tell you, if you're still here, Big W, you look a lot like my brother-in-law. Unfortunately, my wife doesn't talk to much of her family, but I'm saying it's kind of funny. You look a lot like my brother-in-law, and I thought I've always been like, oh shit, that's weird. Although I heard you were a Mormon? I don't know. I can't really read the chat right now. Wait, E-Rock, how come? E-Rock, why did I make fun of E-Rock? Because he's terrible. Oh my god. I even had this, there was this thing where whenever they would talk about Pink Floyd and E-Rock was around, he'd be like, oh, they're the most terrible band ever. And it was like, what? Like, who are you? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, he's like knows everything about every radio person. Oh, maybe that's why. He listened to a lot of radio DJs, and maybe he heard too many Pink Floyd songs. Oh, too much of a good thing, right? Well, yeah, he doesn't think that about hoagies and fucking Twinkies, huh? Too much of a good thing there, E-Rock? So I thought that was kind of odd that someone would like vehemently hate Pink Floyd. Like, it's just weird. It just, because I mean, every musician I know is, man, I love Pink Floyd. Every like pothead I know is like, I love Pink Floyd. But that might also been another reason why E-Rock didn't like it, because he was like I'm not into drugs. He was a straight edge, like a Mormon. And so I started making these parody songs of Pink Floyd songs. Like, the song Run, Run. I changed it to Ton, 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 Ton. Ton, 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 ton. You've got to get your face out of all of those pies. I can't remember all the words, but it was funny. But oh man, there was one to Young Lust where it's like, I just got some new toys. I got the most in town. My basement looks like a playground. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, I made a Lego woman. Ooh, I love my Lego girl. I thought I used to laugh so much at that, but I never finished it because I was a big pothead and I could never finish anything. But at the time too, I was working. Was I working then? Yes, I was working because you know what? Because I didn't stop working until my first son was probably like 9 months, 10 months old, and I remember like my son was born, and I went to the hospital, you know, with the birth and all that, and it was close to 4th of July, and that was the 4th of July when Anthony got fired. So it was so strange because I was such a big Opie and Anthony fan, and then I became a father, and then Opie and Anthony ended. It was like a new chapter of my life opened, and like the old chapter that involved Opie and Anthony fucking closed. Boom, goodbye. It was weird. You know, it's just like that. Wow, strange. I should have never left my work. When I was at work, they were together, and then I went on. I took a couple weeks off, and now they're done. God damn it. Yeah. And I remember all the backlash and all that. And then E-Rock, well, he eventually worked for Compound Media, and really, he's the one that fucking destroyed it. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, he may have been a slightly better than Keith the Cop, but maybe not. Keith the Cop, who was Ant's friend, who really had no clue and no business being, you know, running a podcast service or whatever. But at least he had been a police officer and could probably actually like talk to people in an authoritative way. And I think he pissed off a lot of the staff, but still, you know, that's kind of what a boss is there for, in a way, to keep people in line. And you think E-Rock can keep people in line with all the curvatures of his body? You know, it's like, I mean, they're still lines, but they're like arcs. They're really arcs. They're not lines. You know, straight line is a line. Anyway. Math jokes. All right, so yeah, 9 more follow. Maybe I got a subscriber, maybe, and then I will be at 200. I'll be at 192. I'll be 8 away from 200, and then when I get to 200, I'll be 300 away from 500. Ha! I'm using a movie math. Just what they used to say when, yeah, that's just what they used to say. And would say, E-Rock, comment. Come on, virus. Come up with a joke, virus. Let's go. Play the elephant song. I don't talk about the religion stuff. Okay. For some reason, my old co-host and some of the chatters have been pushing that. I think because, well, I have tuned into the Papa Kill, and I don't know. There was something recently about money, old money, or I don't know. A dispute with money, and then they did mention the Mormon thing, and I don't know, you know, it's just, you know, I mean, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I mean, shit, I voted for a Mormon for president once. You know what I mean? I did. I fucking did. And I was thinking, you know, the idea of like multiple wives. Someone from Pakistan was on my chats like the other day, and he kept asking, how do I get to America? How do I get there? I'm like, dude, I'm already here. You don't ask me. Look up. You're on the internet, right? Look it up, dude. But I started, you know, thinking about like, harems and having a bunch of wives, and then I was like, you know, you foreign people are lucky that Americans can't have multiple wives, because there would be no women left in the rest of the world. We'd just be like, ring, ring. Hey, send 5 more over. Who cares? All right, I'm going to build another stable, and we just have all the women, and you guys would all perish. Maybe, hey, Trumpy, come on now. Maybe we should dig up Mitt Romney and fucking throw him back in there. Hey, it's a good idea. No biggie. Romney. Yep, I sure did. Yep. Been a bit of a Republican voter for quite some time now. I'm trying to think. did I vote for Al Gore? I don't know. I might have. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, I think my first one I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? Wow. That's what smoking pot at 17, 18 will do to you. Because I'm pretty sure. Well, okay, so I might have been, 19 or 20 during that election. And then, well, 9/11 happened, and I went, dun, da, da, I am American. And my dad was in the military, so it kind of hit. It kind of hit in a certain way, just like I see the tower go down, and like it kind of hit me. I was like, gee, what? Why are you yielding? There's no one coming. What the? Okay. Anyway. Roundabouts. They're wonderful if people know how to drive them. Yeah, and then from that point on, I think I voted Republican, just for principle. I didn't want a Muslim president, you know what I mean? And I don't want pussy presidents, so I want grab them by the pussy presidents. Nyah! Oh no, I guess Hunter Biden would be a grab him by the pussy president too. That's weird. Are they really going to try to rehabilitate him? It's like, hey, look, he just had some pictures on his laptop. He wasn't at Epstein Island, huh? See? He's bad, but he's not that bad. I mean, he smoked crack. He wasn't like licking baby crack. Oh, that was wrong. Stop it, mind. Stop it. Jesus, correlation of words. Ugh. That was sick. Oh my god. Anyway, you put a camera in front. I put the camera in front of me, and I just get all weird. I know. I'm weird anyway. It's just that in my real life, I just don't. I don't let all that weirdness come out. Because I do have kids, and if I talk like that all the time, Jesus Christ, they're gonna be psychopaths. I mean, they're already crazy. They come from me. I mean, what do you expect? I don't need. The farthest I go is that's what she said. Of course, my son says it all the time. And I'll say it for even dumb things that don't even make sense, but they make sense to him for somehow. I'll catch you later, bro. Yeah, see you, man. Yeah, I know. I'm just this is what I do so that I don't feel crazy. Later. Have fun in Clown Town. Sometimes I catch that show, but I've been so tired lately. Oh, all the late night shows, I really don't. I mean, unless sometimes I wake up at 4 in the morning, and then if there's a show on, maybe I'll listen to it. What was his name? The Final Boss was on the other day. It was super duper early, and I tuned into his show, and I said a few comments, and then he was listening to Cut of the Jib or Christopher, my Evie Muck's landlord. He was listening to his stream about, he was talking about hack riding, which, hey man, I've known about hack ride for a few years now. Hey boy, I'm sorry, sorry Hacky. Somewhat creative. I mean, good with the digital shit, but not really the funny. Very corny. Very California corny, if you know what I mean. Like the California comedians as opposed to the East Coast comedians. Very sort of like, hey, I'm gonna try to be smart and quippy, but not actually funny, because that's offensive. But then he would get overly offensive. That's the other thing about, the people who are super corny. When they do get offensive, it's so over the top that it's like, okay, now you're just trying too hard. You gotta it's like it's like having sex. You gotta ease it in. You can't just be like, ah! It's not how you, ah! You gotta kind of be like, hey honey, it's slipped in. Oh, keep it in? Okay. Alright. Not, it's gonna go in right now! Ah! Oh man, I can see. Oh yeah, then see, and I mean, I don't want to, say, but DJ Electra said this was London, and that stuff happens out there. I mean, it happens everywhere, but I have a feeling in California it happens more because of the whole Hollywood thing, the whole, hey, you want to make it somewhere, make it with me, baby. Yuck. Oh, no one's here. Good. Now I can say really bad things. Ha ha ha! Someone else might see. See, I don't know. Sometimes I think these live numbers aren't exactly right. And if like your connection is wavering, perhaps it doesn't read correctly. I don't know. But I'll keep broadcasting because I'm almost home. Almost. Oh, look at how blue and beautiful the water looks. Oh, I feel good now. Like the AC's cranking in the car. Oh, I'm so glad the AC works in this car. Oh, that was one thing I had to definitely test out before I bought the car. Like, that AC better freaking work, man. Like, I'll wait to turn it on until, I think last week's the first time I turned on the AC in the car. Other than testing it out when I test drove the car, but I hold off. I roll the windows down, open up the sunroof. There's a sunroof, and man, just wait. But now with how hot and sweaty I get at work, oh shit, I need that AC. I know if you're in a third world country, you're like, listen to this American talking about cold air, how he needs it to survive. I do. I'm a pampered boy. Okay. And if you were pampered, you would be too. If you were pampered, you'd be coming up with cool ideas and not trying to ask a guy like me, how do I get to America? I don't have American friend. Oh, hey, you got to get a work visa. And I don't know how to get that either. But I know that's the first step, I think. You have to have a friend, whatever. You will save up money and buy a friend. That's what Americans do. That's what the Americans who can't find any friends do. There are them. I mean, there are a bunch of really lonely people. You should be able to find some friend. Find a woman. Grift a woman. Come on. It's fucking 2026. We got werewolves grifting women. I'm sure a Pakistani dude could do it easy too. Come on. You look like a werewolf. Werewolf of Pakistan. They all act like wolves anyway. Saddam Cheney bombing some Pakistans. There were werewolves of what's the name of that city? All right. Well, oh look at the time is gone. It's time for me to go into the house and deal with the fam. So, like I said, I feel good now because the cab of this car is very chilly. It's not going to be as chilly inside the house. And then they're going to be like, hey, 4 children all yelling all at the same time. It's a little much. It's a little much. But hopefully dinner is almost ready. That would be nice. It doesn't have to be. I'm not saying that I need my wife to be like that. But she's turning into quite a housewife. I must say. Egghead Rock says, see ya. I'll see you later. Like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz. Ciao.